And welcome back to Let's Play Dark Sun, Wake of the Ravager. When we last left off, we had managed to settle a squabble between two different races from two different worlds. Then we were able to rescue all of the Jan, and by all of the Jan, I mean just Magnolia. And finally, we were able to get the tapestry that was hanging here fixed by handing over some rare thread and dye to Atella, who was able to patch it up in a couple days. Now, before we get this party started, I do have a few things that I would like to say. Firstly, to those of you that were watching this Let's Play while it was ongoing, I do wish to apologize for the wait, but the reason for that was due to a rather unplanned break to just give my brain a little bit of time to make sure to not feel burned out and all that. Secondly, I was able to organize my inventory and sell any excess equipment. And the last thing that I would like to say is that while I was messing the Tome, I was able to discover some new things that can appear within its pages after the attack on the Veiled Alliance. And of course I do have the clips to show off what I had discovered, and it's not that long, but I'll still put an annotation somewhere on the screen, just so that way you can skip it if you want to. But, well, anyways, here you go! Allura turns the pages of the Tome until she comes to one which describes the Cup of Life. A treasured object sought by many, it is reputed to have healing powers beyond any other. Even so, it is limited and must refill itself after use, a process which can only occur under special conditions. And there you have it. That is the info on the Cup of Life. Allura turns the pages of the Tome until she comes to one that fills her vision to where she can see nothing else. The ringing mountains are, aside from the Sea of Silt, the most dominant feature of Athesian geography, and also the home of many of Athos's most intriguing legends. One such myth concerns Promir, a blacksmith so gifted it was said he could shape ordinary iron into weapons of finer quality than meteor metal produces. The source of his greatness was the mighty hammer he wielded, and many a poor soul has disappeared in search of it. And, well, we managed to prove this wrong because we managed to find it, but there you have it. A little info, little tidbit, rather, on Promir's hammer. Allura turns the pages of the Tome until she comes to one that is filled with musical notes. The lyre music calls to Allura with the distant crying of a child, and soon a whispering voice issues from the Tome with the words, "In the clouds above the dusty sea, the lyre of winds blows a plaintive air." And that right there is a little bit of information on the lyre of winds. Allura turns the pages of the Tome until she comes to one that emits a faint glow. It is speculated in some circles that Athos was not always the wasteland it is today, but that forests once stretched across the continents, separated by unimaginably large bodies of water. It is impossible to say if this is truth or not, for so little survives long on Athos, and that is certainly true of its history. Was it the appearance of the Sorcerer Kings which plunged Athos into chaos? We may never know, though some writings have mentioned a great firestorm which swept over the whole of Athos. The fire, said to be the anger of an elemental fire prince, which was quelled only after a hero... Yeah, that's pretty much all that is there to it. But if I were to take a guess, that is information relating to the Fire Ruby. Allura turns the pages of the Tome until she comes to one with a drawing of a curious statue. 4 figures are gathered around a jar in a guarded posture, as if waiting for something to emerge. The only text reads, "We are one in the Temple of the Cosmos." I'm guessing that this little bit of information here is not only just about the Temple of Cosmos, but maybe also the Urn of Utatsi? Maybe. Probably. Anyways, moving on. Allura turns the pages of the tome until she comes to one with the face of a horrific beast staring back at her. Its eyes glow with ferocious hatred and its grim mouth opens with a heart-stopping roar. Oh my! And yeah, that's hopefully not foreshadowing anything terrible coming our way in the future. Hopefully, possibly. Who knows? Probably is. Anyways, that shall be it for all those clips, because that's all the new bits of information that I could find. So, back with the regular program. Now, one other thing that I should tell you is that while I was messing with the tome on this file, I was able to get 2 spell scrolls, which you can only get on the first 2 times out of its 7 uses. And the scrolls that I was able to get was Gaze Reflection. Create a mirror-like area around the caster. Any gaze attack will be reflected back at the at the attacker, rather. I'm not even sure how many enemies do use gaze attacks in this game. And, of course, I was able to get a spellbook on the Fog Cloud spell. This spell creates a large cloud which blocks everyone's line of sight. And let's go ahead and learn that. And, of course, some of the other things that happened while I was using the tome was that I managed to get a pile of 100 ceramics, whoopee, and I was able to get 2 random elemental fights, one of them being a fire elemental, and the next one was an air elemental. And of course I also got an effect to reinvigorate my party. Now you may be wondering, why am I walking away from where we found the tapestry? Well, there's something that I actually do wish to check out, because this is also something else that I just kind of discovered while dicking around with the tome. And that is, if we go ahead and talk to Matthias, who's black for some reason. I don't know why he's hostile. Good day to you, Allura. How are things progressing with your quest? What were the other relics I need? You must still find the Lyre of Winds and the Fire Ruby. Goodbye. Yes, and good luck, Allura. Each party member receives 25,000 experience points. I don't know why, and also Atticus is now a 15th level fighter, so now he is now maxed out on his levels. Woo! Alright, now let's go ahead and actually do what we're meant to do to progress with the plot. And, things I can hopefully get things done properly. Because, oh boy, this game being what it is, can never be too careful. Alright, also I should actually check, did I hear psionics? Okay, yeah, they're in there. Okay, now let's go ahead and take the tapestry and hang it back up. As you can see, nothing's happening. And let me reinitiate the music. However, if we take that fan that we found, the feather fan that we found in this chest, and use it, a gust of wind erupts from the tapestry as Allura brushes it with the fan. The tapestry begins to glow with magic as the fan disappears. Yep, we have now activated this tapestry. And, well, let's go on and head on through. A cool breeze stirs the air with music as Allura's hand fades in and out as she touches the tapestry. Do you enter the tapestry? Yes. Onward! To adventure!
Why do they venture this far from Tyr? Has that fool, the Lord Warrior, told them where I live?
Why, yes, I think he may have dropped your address book. Oh! There's someone to talk to! Gilad. And he's a pretty big fella! And the reason for that is, well, this is a giant!
Hello there, little ones.
I'm Allura.
Hello, I am Gilad. What do you want?
What are you doing?
I am off to farm.
Do you have time to chat?
As long as you want to talk about bugs, that's what I'm thinking about. Drakes, beast-head giants, They're nothing compared to bugs.
Drakes?
Yeah, talk to Kirill to find out more about the drakes. She talks really pretty.
Beasthead giants are nothing?
Not compared to bugs. At least beasthead giants have a big old noggin that I can pound in.
What makes the bugs so tough?
They're so small, I can't even see them. Hit them with a club, all you get is a bunch of squishy tomatoes.
How do I reach the drakes?
I don't know. I don't go far from my farm. If you leave crops alone for long, they wither and die. My wife, Danya, might be able to tell you more. She hunts the surrounding islands and may know a way up the mountain.
Where is Danya?
She's on a long hunting trip. Very far away. She won't be back for a long time.
Well, that's helpful. What do you do for the tribe?
I am a farmer for the village. Or at least I was.
What happened?
An insect swarm infests my crops and is destroying it. If I can get rid of them soon... Oh, if I can't get rid of them soon... Sorry, I misspoke. I will have no farm left. We're wasting air with all this talking. Besides, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, the way that these guys speak is rather low and slow. What, do you expect them to be all high-pitched like, "Hey, I'm terrible," or something like that? But yes, let's go ahead and check out the village that these giants have here. And here is Kirill.
Let me guess. You come to steal our treasure, or raid our crops, or perhaps just to cause trouble.
I'm Alora.
Oh, a polite thief. Well met, Alora. I am Kirill.
Well, she's not wrong about Alora being a thief, but she's a multi-class thief.
I am the leader of this village. Woe betide me.
Actually, I'm looking for the lyre.
You have come to the right place, but at the wrong time. You see, the Lyre of Winds is no longer here. It was stolen months ago, and that is when our troubles began.
Tell me more about your troubles.
First, an insect plague has come to devour our crops. Second, for some reason the beasthead giants have chosen to assail us. Third, the air drakes swoop down upon our children and carry them away, one by one.
Oh, that's terrible.
The last one they took was my own son, Galeb.
Sorry to hear about your son.
They eat them, the children I mean. I think they feed them to their own babies. It is maddening. We cannot get to the Drake's Eyrie. To get there, you must go through the mountains. The only way through is a tunnel too small for giants. One of our women did go. She is small enough to fit through the tunnel, but what can one runty giant do against so many air drakes?
Tell me about the insect plague.
What else can I tell you? There are insects, too many to squish. Day and night they eat our crops.
Tell me more about the beasthead giants.
They live nearby. Usually they are friendly, or at least not hostile. But lately the wolfhead giants have made savage attacks against our village. It is enough to drive one to despair.
Tell me more about the air drakes.
They live beyond the mountains, and until now, that's where they stayed. They cannot lift a grown giant, so they pounce on our children instead.
Yep, that's kind of how it works with animals and things like that.
Tell me more about the lyre. The Lyre of Winds was our village talisman, our good luck charm, you might say. We set it upon the tall pedestal in our village. I cannot speak, sorry. The winds would play upon it, you know. The stiff morning wind would rouse up from our beds with a lively tune. When enemies approached, it would play a loud song of alarm. At night, the faint breeze played us a lullaby. Oh, it was marvelous music. Sounds like a pleasant time. Oh, it was. My people were so happy then. Now we are miserable. But you wanted to know what happened to the lyre. Let me tell you, there was a sorcerer woman among us who was never happy, no matter how good the hunt, or how tall the crop, or how strong our children were, she would complain. One day the lyre was gone. She claimed she saw an air drake take it. But she herself left the village soon after. She went to live by herself here. I think she took the lyre with her to keep her company. And ever since that day, the fortunes of my village have declined. Why didn't you demand the lyre back? We have no proof that she took it. Where is the sorceress now? I do not know. I think perhaps she lives in lands beyond the beast-head giants. We need to use the lyre. It's important. If you can find it, you're welcome to use it. Perhaps someday it will return here. That's all I know about the Lyre of Winds, dear traveler. Is there any way I can help? Small creatures like you? I doubt there's anything you can do. But perhaps your puny size could be an advantage in reaching the air drake's nest. I've heard enough. Thanks. Goodbye. Well, then, fare thee well.
Oh, that's quite a problem. Now, let's see, there's one more person. Yeah, there's this guy right here that we can talk to. Velden. That's pretty close to the planet that I know of.
I am busy. What do you want?
I'm Alora.
What do I care? I'm busy here.
Why are you so rude?
I do not have time to be polite. I have a lot of armor to make before the drakes attack again. I have work to do. Goodbye.
Well then, for you being so rude, I'm gonna take your stick! And all that. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and see what we can take that isn't nailed down. Though most of this stuff is rather overly sized. Jeez, what is that thing? I don't know. But there is this, which is some canvas. Let's go ahead and check what else is around the village. Check the outer perimeters. Scout. Check for enemies. Check for traps. Check for invisible traps, Pookie. Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Anybody else here? Nope. Well, there seems to be a cradle here. And there's some jewelry, but I don't think that would be good of us to just take from these poor giants, because they are healing from so many things, it's unbelievable. Ugh. Now, let's see. We can go that way. We can also go this way. I'm going to actually go ahead and go this way. And I think I actually do want to go this way first. So that way we can just make sure that everything's in. Oh! Hey! It's Gilad!
Hello there, little ones.
What are you doing?
I need a break. The sun'll beat the death of me. We're wasting air. This is all. With all this talking, besides, I don't have anything else to say.
And well, there's also this thing, which is a plant spray. We can use it, but so far, yeah. Also, yeah, this thing, by the way, the stick that we took is a mast. Mountains of treasure. Well, a mast. Damn it! Freaking, I can never get my jokes right. Well, yeah, if we just, nothing happens. Yeah, there's nothing that we can do, and as you can see, like, there's tons of bugs. Wonder what kind of bugs they are. Are they aphids? If though, we could probably get them. Maybe, but then again, aphids can be in hordes of them, and it's actually pretty bad. It can be, unless you know what you're dealing with. But we'll take the plant sprayer for now. See if we can do stuff with it. And we're in some tunnels. Great, more brown. At least this time we don't have to go. As long. Also, you know what? I just want to go ahead and just save it here for now. 30. Nope. 36. That's the name. It's part 36, not 35, which just started from 35. Enter the tunnel? Yes, let's go with this one. Oh!
What have you come here for? Speak now, or speak no more.
We have come in search of a liar.
We know nothing of the object that you seek. Kagan, the crazed commander of the Wolfpack, might know something about it.
What is the Wolfpack?
The Wolfpack is a group of beastly giants that follow Kagan. With Kagan leading them, they run rampant through these islands, leaving death and destruction in their path.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
It is unfortunate. It is an unfortunate fact of life for everyone and everything in this area of the Silt Sea.
Wow, we're back here, huh? It's been a while. Huh. I wonder how Gedron is doing.
To have to live with the threat of attacking from the Wolfpack.
That's just kind of freaking there.
If only there was some way to rid Athos of those evildoers.
Do you know where they can be found?
They can be found on one of the islands to the northeast of here. I warn you to be careful. Keegan and the Wolfpack are not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, right. I'll destroy Keegan and his minions.
I don't know how I would repay you if you succeed. Beware, however. Keegan is a sly character and a powerful warrior. He should be approached with caution, and you must be fully prepared when you decide to engage him in battle. May your quest be successful.
Well, we could try and go somewhere, but as you can see, very damaged skimmer. Without a mast or rudder, there are no sails to be found. Assess the damage. Very damaged. It needs a rudder, some sort of a mast, and something for a sail. Well, do nothing for now. You do nothing. We'll deal with that later, but for right now, we don't have the rudder. And also, I should actually head back to Kiro, because there was indeed a... There was a thing, a campfire to use. That way we can actually go ahead and also there's gaze reflection. Yeah, go ahead. And oh yeah, we now have access to 7th level spells. And we should have 4 castings of 5th level spells. Yes. Alrighty. There we go. Now we can cast Iron Skin on the whole party in a single casting, which is nice. So I don't have to worry about everybody losing like one party member losing, or 3 party members losing Iron Skin, and 1 member still having it up. Okay. Enter the tunnel? Yes. Let us go! If we go here, we can also find this guy to talk to. Davin.
I am Davin, husband to Kiro, and father of Caleb, our missing child. Was there something that you wanted?
The Erdrigs took your son? Where?
They flew beyond the mountains. I'm afraid there's no way to get there, short of flying.
Too bad we can't learn the fly spell! Then again, if they're really far away, we probably wouldn't even make it.
The only footpath to their eyrie goes through a tunnel no bigger than a Vamble.
Vamble? What on earth is that?
Why, it's a small animal, about as big as the biggest member of your group.
So as big as Halton? Wow.
Which is to say, not all that big.
They are giants. They're usually like huge size. Could I fit through that Vamble tunnel?
Why, I suppose so, although I wonder what use you could be against all those drakes. Still, you're welcome to try. Go through to the tunnel that's east from here. If you want, you can always ask the beast head giants to guide you.
I heard about the troubles in your village.
I do not understand the ways of the gods. What have we done to offend them? Because clearly such woe does not fall upon a people by accident. Plagued by insects, air beasts snatching our children, and beast-head giants lurking nearby. We will soon be no more. I think the sorcerer woman brought this curse upon us. When she stole the Lyre of Winds from us.
See any signs of beast heads lately?
As usual, there are signs of them all over this place.
Have any air drakes have flown by lately?
Not lately. Fear they are all returning to the area to rest and feast.
Where is that tunnel I heard about?
There are 2 tunnels on this island. You want the northern one.
It's nice talking to you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I can kind of just in a mood. But then again, it's good to be back. Also, where's that rudder? Oh, Laura has that rudder. It's so hard to see. Nope, not in that bag. In this bag. I wanted to put it in that stuff. As well, need a Laura like you to lead the charge because, well, you need experience because you're... Let me say anything more to you.
Look, you're scaring off what little game there is. Want to go to my wife in the village.
Okay. Oh, that's all the things that we can say there. Yeah. Alright. Let's see where this tunnel goes. I know we said the north one. And, well, we already found the skimmer, which is what we're going to need to use, by the way. Spoilers. But there's nothing here. Oh, well. Dang it. Not even a little bit of treasure. Oh, you suck. Well, let's go into the Sea of Silt. Enter the tunnel? Oh, yes. So many islands around here. And we want to enter this tunnel. Alright, now that we got the pieces that we need to fix the skimmer, let's go ahead and do so. You can drop them, but I'd like to see what this does. Put the rudder on the skimmer. You add the rudder to the boat. And each party member receives 5,000 experience points. And put the mast on the skimmer. You add the mast to the boat. Each party member receives 10,000 experience points. And finally, we want to use the canvas as a sail. Add the canvas to the boat. Each party member receives 10,000 experience points. Oh, crap. I could have shown off, but it says, like, yeah, I'm assuming that it would have said, like, oh, you need this, you need, like, this. Yeah, I would have just taken things off the list. You take off. Yeah, let's sail off for more adventure. And, well, I think we may have found our quarry. You know what? I'm actually gonna, considering the curious bugger that I am gonna just load. It's a good thing that I saved right then and there.
I won't shut up!
Jesus.
Here, has that fool, the Lord Warrior, told them where I live?
Knock, knock, motherfucker! Come to take your stuff. What? Really? Assess the damage. It needs rudder, some sort of a mast. Put the rudder on the... Assess the boat. Do nothing for now. You do nothing, and assess the damage. The skimmer is partly repaired, but far from navigable. It still requires a canvas and a mast. Put the mast on the skimmer. And we receive more experience. Do nothing. Assess the damage. The skimmer is almost usable, requiring only a canvas. And use the sail. There we go. And sail to new... sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to make sure to check things out. Also, look at this. A tree covered with rope vines. Huh. And let's go ahead and save, because there's some things that we can... Stuff can go down here.
How did you get here? Kian will want to know about this. Come, you!
Who's this Kian you speak of?
Kian is the supreme ruler of these islands. He is a great warrior, and all who oppose him shall be crushed under his mighty fist.
Take us to see Kian. Keegan.
Grr! Follow closely and do not try to run.
And, of course...
This is our headquarters. You'll find them inside.
Some headquarters, jeez. Greetings, travelers. What are those creatures that follow you? They are the most loyal of my subjects. They help me oversee my empire and prevent the rest of my people from disobeying my rule. Do you know about the lyre? Heard about stories about the power of the lyre. Never had a clue as to its whereabouts until recently. Heard from one of my underlings that a giantess named Melantha was seeking it out in the mountains above the clouds. What do you know of Melantha? I know nothing about her, other than her desire to possess the power and knowledge of powerful artifacts and arcane arts of black sorcery. What? She is a completely self-involved sorceress who desires nothing more than to increase our power, even if it means that she may destroy everyone and everything in her way. Typical magic casters, am I right? Or maybe. Who knows? We don't know her side of the story yet, so probably have to, well, we'll have to, if we actually meet her, spoilers, probably can, and we will. And anyways, do you know how to get to the Cloud City? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do know how to get to the city in the clouds. It was an acquaintance to make your, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I read that backwards. And he has a +2 axe, and he's 15. Greetings. Goodbye. Goodbye. And, let's see. Beasthead Giants.
I don't like you, so watch it!
Okay. They are not very pleasant. But, well, if we go ahead and turn on the music again. Yeah, there is a bridge here, but we can't get to it. We can't get across. However, we can get these we can cut these vine ropes. And of course, you may have noticed that I was hovering over this axe. Well, Laura is too far away to chop the vines. But yes, this is the reason why this axe is here. Laura cuts the vines and makes a rope. Probably could have just cut it, but if I did, probably would have been like, oh, you can't do that. But, oh well. Could even reload to do that one as well, but rather not. Let's do this. Let's see what's across this bridge. Give me this rope. And open says me. Laura uses the rope to mend the bridge. And everybody gains 5,000 experience points. And oh, there's...
Psst! Come over here. Shh! Quietly.
Who are you? No, that is a cage.
Drisha, level 12. Please, you have to help me get out of here. I was captured and taken against my will by those vile wolf-headed monsters and that crazy leader of theirs. Is there something that you can do? I'm Alora. Did Jinro send you? I knew that he would come through for me. Who are you and who's Jinro? My name is Drisha. Drisha! I was out looking for components when Kagan and his cohorts captured me. Jinro is my mentor. He is a wise old man who lives on a nearby island. Unfortunately, he dislikes company, other than mine, of course. What do you know of Kagan? All I know about him is that he creates chaos and mayhem wherever he goes, and those cursed wolf beasts follow his every word without question. Do you know about the lyre? I can honestly say that I never heard this object that you seek. Genro would, however, might be convinced to help you, able to free me from my captivity. Will you take us to Genro if we free you? I cannot take you there, but I can tell you how to get there. We will see what we can do to free you. Please be careful. Kagan is a dangerous man to deal with. Please hurry.
Well, someone is in a bit of a pickle. But we shall see to that by talking to the Keegan Stir over here. Hello, dude. We need to talk to you. Can we talk to you about Drisha? Goodbye. Ow, balls. Let's see. Now, can I... let's see. No, I don't have that. Let's see. How many castings of this? I do have. Now, there's a reason I want to cast some improved invisibilities, and if I go to cast, yeah, it's actually, no, that's a superior invisibility. It is dispelled if the psionicist attacks. That's bullcrap. And still attack and remain unseen. Okay, there we go. Used up all that. And I also kind of want to use some spells for just in case it hits the fan. Spoilers, it probably will. And, well, yeah, that's probably going to be it. And you know what? I think I actually may just end the video off here because, well, if I start anything, I may go over a little bit longer. But, yeah, to turn the music on and off and all that. But, well, you know, yeah, actually it would be a good idea for me to leave it off here so that way I can just make sure everything's all in orderly and get things edited and get this video out. And, oh good, it's so good to be back, and hopefully next time I definitely will make sure to get this video out the next video out, I should say, as soon as possible. Because I definitely do need to change my schedule. Probably, like, have it where, like, I take, like, the first week of a month off and maybe have one particular month as a means of just, like, giving myself time and just, like, recoup and all that jazz. But, anyways, that shall be it for me. I've been the NorthernStarDragon, and I shall see you in the next video.